Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am JayLee. This is JayLeesCorner. Happy hump day, y'all. It is basically Friday, okay? Because I am off Friday. So tomorrow is my last day working until Monday. And I'm happy about that. Okay. I am really, really, really happy to have a 4-day weekend. Okay, it has been a long week already, and I am like, look, y'all, I need a break. I need a vacation, and if a vacation is in the form of an extra day off work, I will take it. It's almost Easter. I got some jelly beans. Okay, we closed on Good Friday and stuff. And so it's good. Okay. Anyway, I hope y'all all had a good hump day. I had a good day. And if I did not, I would just say forget it. Okay. Now, look, I did Housewives of Atlanta to go watch that review. We were live on Monday. That was a review. And we're now live today for some more foolishness. Y'all know how hard it was to get this color scheme together. Okay. Because it ain't, when I say it is maybe 3 photographs of Latocha available on Google that make her look okay. All the other ones are all old and stuff. So I was like, child, I need Latocha to get some better photographs. Okay. But this brightness, I'm trying to usher in spring and summer. Okay. I want the cold weather to go away. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, y'all can hear me, right? I hope so. Anyway, I'm here. We have things to discuss, and then I'm gonna get off and go to bed because it's late. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Okay, how is everyone doing? Hi. Now, y'all know Mama told y'all to like the video, okay, to subscribe to the channel, okay, comment in the comment section, okay. Thank you for love. I love the thumbnail too. I was like, it was hard. Okay, it was hard trying to get some yellows and some greens, okay, and to find the stuff, but I made it happen. Okay, I was scared to make it happen. I could not find no photographs, okay, of the men's in yellow or green. So they was just like, little black and white. Okay, little black and white, and that's it. But I love the thumbnail too. It's really beautiful. It's really beautiful. It's colorful. Okay. But yeah, y'all make sure y'all liking and subscribing and commenting and let YouTube know that we round here. Okay, because I know I need to be more consistent. And I was live on Sunday. No, I was live on Monday, break on Tuesday. I'm live on Wednesday. I'm gonna probably go. I'm gonna do a video on Friday because I'm going to see Sinners. So I'm gonna review the new movie Sinners on Friday and stuff. Okay. But again, hi to y'all. Hello and everything. Child, I am so happy I have braids. I can get up and go and I can just, you know what I'm saying, rub the braids like this and let it be that. I can't wait to get my next hairstyle. I'm gonna get a crochet style. I want to get a bob because I had a nightmare. I had a nightmare that Lizzo cut her hair into like a mushroom, like a real short dude, like a Halle Berry short dude. And for some reason, I cut my hair short too. And I could not remember how much I hate short hair on me. And I woke up panicking thinking I really cut my hair. And I was like, oh my God. And I said, Greek got braids. I don't know why I panicked. Okay. But anyway, I can't wait to get a little crochet style that's short and stuff. And yeah, because I love my braids. I love the protective style, but I want something different. And I can't get a quick weave or a sew-in weave because I don't want that. But I can get a crochet type of style that should be light and I can still get to my scalp. We shall see. But hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to usher in the warm weather. And the first picture I picked was actually Latocha because she was the least person I could pull from. So I'm like, I have to find a good photograph of her first. And then I seen her with the yellow and the black and the white. And I had a black photograph of Nene, but I didn't like it. I said, no, get some other colors around here. Okay. But I'm happy y'all like it. I do too around here. Okay. Loving my thumbnail today. Okay. Yes. Yeah, I have tickets to go and because I want to avoid spoilers. I want to be able to review it when it first comes out. And so I will have my review up Friday evening. Okay. And then I'll have other stuff up this weekend. Even for Love After Lockup, I'm not going to review that every week. I'm reviewing it every 2 weeks because I don't like how is these cliffhangers or whatever. And so I will have a 2-episode review of Love After Lockup up on Sunday. And it'll be the past 2 weeks. Anyway, y'all, let's get to because I saved so much stuff. Okay, I was saving here and saving there and saving everywhere because people was talking about this and about that. Now this interview with Nene, child, I can't wait. I was going to get clips from Nene's interview, but I said no. We're gonna just go to Nene's page, child, and just watch it. Not the whole thing. Not the whole thing. But the part that I want to read both Nene and Latocha for is what we are going to get into. Okay. But hey, I'm avoiding center spoilers too. I'm like, I am a person where I don't like movies being spoiled at all. Okay. I am like, don't spoil it for me. Don't spoil it for me. Okay. What is this? I've done it twice. Don't spoil it for yourself. I am a firm believer in go see it early to avoid anyone spoiling it, and I don't want because I can't wait. And I'm a support because I love Michael B. Jordan. The director is Ryan Coogler, and so I love to support Black content creators and Black actors and stuff like that. So yeah, let's get to my save stuff. I have a lot of different save stuff for us to get into. Then the last thing we'll cover will be the Nene Leakes and Latocha interview. Scrappy be talking too much for me, and he be getting on my nerves. And I need everyone to understand Scrappy he's attention seeking. Okay. Scrappy having a conversation about a condom popping during threesome, which was other than his fifth child. I was like, sir, why are you having this conversation on live?
But the only thing is, the only thing is, you know, no, I'm saying, you know, when that shit get the feeling too motherfucking good.
I don't know. You know, I don't parlay.
No, I'm saying I parlay. You know what I'm saying? Look, I was in that bit like this, and it was just super good. And
why, sir? Why? Who sits on a live to have a conversation about a threesome with a stranger that resulted in a baby? And he said during the conversation, the condom popped because it was too tight. I said, first of all, I don't see Scrappy as having a penis that is so large that it's not. There are condoms that fit you. I'm like, will you? So my question was, did Scrappy go to said threesome with no condom? Did you have to use someone else's condoms? Because how do you not know what size condom you need? There's no grown man who already has 4 children who should really be protecting themselves that don't know what is the right size condom to use. And to say it feels so good. Oh, it feels so good. And a condom pop. I was like, no, sir, you was wearing someone else's condom.
And then next thing you know, it was a baby. She lived here now, but she was living there.
That's what the baby star was.
Nah, the rubber was there like too tight. You know how sometimes you put niggas know if you put a rub on that motherfucker small, that motherfucker be too tight and it be feeling like your dick can't breathe.
What? What kind of fool? Scrappy, you too old for that. That is something a 16-year-old, 17-year-old says. That is something virgins say because they've never bought condoms. But you know what? Maybe Scrappy don't buy condoms. Maybe he is a condom-free individual and has no clue. Either way, learn your size to know your condom size so that condoms don't pop. But I can't believe that he is so oblivious to his penis size that he didn't think I need a big condom. Even from the say that dudes know it be so tight your dick can't. Sir, that shouldn't happen. Never. Not today, not ever. And I just don't. And the fact that the girl has now moved to Atlanta, but she did that because, again, she can be on the show. That's a check. Okay. So I just don't understand. But Scrappy gets on my nerves. Okay. And I want y'all to know he's an imbecile. Yeah, he's an imbecile all up and through because, sir, what is you talking about? It was too tight. Why? How? You've had your dick for a long time. Figure it out, okay? He made me mad. Ray J and that lady, his wife. You know, Ray J really be spazzing for attention, and I think so does Princess Love.
It did taste good yesterday though when I was kissing her. I reminisced, man. I love her, but I don't like her right now. She's my everything. But I'm her fucking nothing. She was kissing me like when we first fucking met.
Ray J, did he lose his acting ability? He used to be a good actor. So I'm like, either he's now a horrible actor or he just high, he don't know what he's doing.
Don't ever do that to me again and play with my emotions, nigga. Ever. Nigga. Princess did taste good yesterday. I love Princess. But, you know, she's the best mom in the world. So that's it for her. That's it. What else is there to do? She won.
Somebody get Ray J off the water, okay? Even if I love Princess. Because Princess posted on her on her pages how she would never get that drunk again. it do feel like Ray and Princess was on whatever drug they sell in that state. They was on all the drugs, okay? And I feel like Ray J and Princess both be antagonizing each other. Cause I'm like, even if you drunk, how you get that drunk and end up with Ray? Like, to say I'm never gonna drink it. You to get that drunk with your ex husband is one, stupid, okay, and two, we don't care. But three, y'all both is idiots. Now, even him saying, "Oh my God, I love her so much," no, you don't. Ray J is going to be that old man. Ray, you know what? Ray J remind me of like Rick James. That when he's an adult and he's gonna discuss his stuff when he was younger, it's gonna be some wild shit. Well, Ray J need to go sit down somewhere and stop. Because even if Princess kissed you how she used to kiss you, if you were the sober one, why not stop her? Anyway. Ray J, we want off the crazy bus. We don't care anymore. Tokyo Tony, first of all, I kept seeing posts about Tokyo Tony having a roommate who robbed her and stuff. And I said, why she got a roommate?
Everybody get obsessed with me when they
sit and show how this random fan who she allowed to move in with her and be a roommate, then like destroyed property.
Yeah, she used a vacuum to bust the back window out. Knocked the whole motherfucker out.
Why the vacuum on the back porch though? Why is your vacuum on your back porch outside? You can't vacuum outside. You can't vacuum outside. So why is the vacuum outside?
Stole all my shit downstairs. Stole my jewelry box. Stole my safe. Knocked this over. Took all my shades. All my glasses. See, she got me. That fast. Yep. Stole all my purses. Got all my shit. Wow.
It's a lot of stuff left though. She didn't take everything.
Oh, you fucking no good bitch.
All the shoes still there.
Stole all my shit, Mo. All my shit, bro.
All the clothes still over there.
Wow. Wow.
I would never allow a person I don't know. I can't play the music. To live with me. So the girl supposedly, ran up and they had an interaction and they got into a little tussle.
You bitch?
Fuck me, bro.
Why would I
Bro,
fuck
you
you?
want me to eat your pussy?
Why would I want to eat my pussy?
Swear to God.
I swear my head fuck you. Why would I want your
You
dirty
going to
ass?
hell, bro. You
Why
say
would
you
I want
fuck
your
me to
dirty
hell,
ass?
bro.
Not y'all tussling.
No, you.
Girl, first of all, I said, why did you allow a fan to live at your house? That's stupid. That's dumb. You don't know that lady. Why did you not do a background check? Why do you need a roommate? But for y'all to catch back up with each other, and y'all up in a little tussle, and when the lady said you wanted me to eat your put, I said not eat your put. Child, was y'all scissoring in a circle together? Tokyo Tony is too old to be going through this kind of shit. You a whole grandmother. You a whole grandmother. Why are you beefing with why is a fan living with you? Y'all both seem homeless, you and her. up here coochie eating. Y'all until I look, I don't know, okay? But if you let a stranger danger lesbian fan live with you, because who out the blue said you want to eat your pussy? How we get here? Child, I said, get these hoes out my face. It was just weird. It was just weird. Gayle, y'all look, y'all, we got about an hour and a half show. Okay, so I'm going through the things. I'm going through the things. I can get to my hour and a half. I can go to sleep. A whole grandmama. Gayle King. So there was much backlash that Gayle King faced from what Gayle King and all the whole up in space mission got a lot of backlash. I think that the black delegation talk shit about Gayle because Gayle, as Oprah friend and whatnot, and we felt some kind of way and whatever. So when Gayle heard folks saying, Gayle, you wasn't even up there doing shit. You took a little trip around the world. Gayle felt some kind of way.
This is what bothers me, because I've certainly read some of the things online coming from people that I know, that I like, that I consider friends. And this is what I would say to that. Space is not an either or.
It is. Space is either space or is not. So space is absolutely an either or.
It's a both and. And because you do something in space,
I can't live in both space and down on Earth. I can't do that.
Doesn't mean you're taking anything away from Earth. And what you're doing in space is trying to make things better here on Earth.
Who said that? What did y'all do? I told y'all, I said, look, they did not even really go to space. They put the tip in. Okay, they put the tip in, and that was it. This little tip in, and that was it. But I feel like, what did y'all do when y'all put the tip in space that was gonna help us down here? Y'all didn't even do nothing up there.
What Blue Origin wants to do is take the waste here and figure out a way to put it in space to make our planet cleaner.
You want to put trash in space? So you want to put trash in space. So when whatever's holding the trash malfunction, shit will rain down on Earth? Someone told you, yeah, we're going to get all the trash from down here on Earth. We're going to put it up there. Why? They didn't told Gayle some bullshit and Gayle believed them. Yeah, we're going to take the trash that's here. We need to make some space. Too much trash down here. We're going to make the trash be up in where? Over which country? Who owns space? Because what's gonna happen when England say, I don't want space above my head? Okay, it's England and America and Canada and Africa, okay, and Zimbabwe, and Afghanistan. Who gonna control where the trash go? Who gonna pay? Can regular folk? Can I sign up to have my trash taken to space? And if I do, how much it costs? Who paying for it?
I mean, Jeff Bezos has so many ideas, and the people that are working there are really devoted and dedicated to making our planet a better place. That's
the richest people in the world who are billionaires want to help the world by sending 6 other rich people to the tip of space and put the tip in, and you think that's who's gonna go? The amount of money spent on this mission could have paid people's college tuitions. Not only that, you talking about a time 2 astronauts were just stuck up in space for 9 fucking months. And y'all thought after they were stuck up in space for 9 additional months that y'all should go up to the tip of space for 10 minutes and not do shit but take selfies in the goddamn dick spaceship But you want us to believe that Jeff Bezos Jeff Bezos ain't he an Amazon man? Amazon Prime ain't even 2 days no more. The fuck?
Number one. Number two, have you been?
Bitch, have you been? Who you asking? Oprah ain't went before. Oprah ain't went. Bill Clinton ain't went. Heath Ledger ain't went. And we dead. My point is a whole bunch of people have never been up in space. I don't want to go up there. You want to know why? It ain't for me. It's not for me. You pray to the gods above and below for you to not die on that big aircraft. So for you to then say, have you went, bitch, have you? Was you really up there? More people have not went to space than who have. Don't get all uppity now, bitch. No, Gayle. Don't do that.
Have you been? If you've been and you still feel that way after you come back, please let's have a conversation. Number three, please don't call it a ride. That
It was a ride. It was a ride.
is not a friggin' ride. Whenever a man goes up, you have never said to an astronaut, boy, what a ride.
Gayle, you ain't no fucking astronaut. You not an astronaut. This has nothing to do with the fact that y'all happen to be, 5 or 6 women. It has nothing to do with the fact that y'all were women. It's the fact that y'all were not astronauts, for one. Y'all was up there it took y'all longer to get up and get down than it took y'all to be up there. It was a trip. It was a goddamn TMZ's house trip around LA. Don't call it a trip. It was a trip. You and them other folks, I think it was maybe one astronaut. You're not an astronaut. You wasn't up there doing shit. You didn't touch a satellite or nothing. Nothing. You didn't walk on the moon. The fuck?
You know, we duplicated the same trajectory that Alan Shepard did back in the day, pretty much. No one called that a ride.
Because he was an astronaut. That's why. He was an
It's almost hurtful to me to watch her be so dumb.
Gayle got too much money to be this obtuse.
It was called a flight. It was called a journey, because a ride implies that it's something frivolous.
It was frivolous. You didn't do shit. It was frivolous. There was no point in what y'all did besides y'all doing it. You know what? It's the equivalent. If you have a person, if a man is paralyzed from the waist down, okay, and he can't feel his dick, right? If you give that man head, it's a waste of time. He can't feel it. You just doing it to do it. Y'all went up there for no reason. You didn't feel shit, but you just went. You gave a paraplegic a hand job for no reason. They can't feel it. So you did go up there for no reason. You didn't do shit up there. Now, if you went up there and put some popcorn out the window to see if it will freeze and if you can eat it later, if you would have went up there and put one finger out to see if it can freeze, is whatever, y'all took a pointless ride up to the tip of the space and didn't do anything. The same way a person give a paralyzed person a hand job or mouth job who can't feel it. It's no point in doing it. It's just the action of it.
Or something that's lighthearted. There was nothing frivolous about what we did. and the machine that we were on, and what it took for the people to get that machine up and running, to get us up and get us back down safe.
That's what's dumb. Y'all spent time, money, effort to get 6 random people to the tip of space for nothing. Y'all prepared for this longer than the trip. Y'all spent, I think it was like, what's it like 100? I think 150,000 per person.
Safely. So, I'm very disappointed and very saddened by it. And I also say this, what it's doing to inspire other women and young girls, please don't ignore that.
Who the fuck want to?
I've had so many women and young girls reach out to me, and men too, by the way, that say, wow, I never thought I could do that, but I see you doing it at this stage of my life. Who would have thunk it?
You paid to go. Can't no random, the reason they picked random rich people who could afford it. Is there a scholarship to get up in space? Are you and Oprah opening up a nigga in space scholarship? That when anybody wants to go up to the tip and put their tip in space, you will pay for the flight?
Not me. And how inspired they are. This is what bothers me.
Gayle is the definition of stupidity. She's gotten to a point to where she's drinking the Kool-Aid and she does not even understand regular people. Because no regular person is spending $150K to take a dick spaceship up to the tip of space and come right back down. No one. I hope no other young people want to take a joyride to the tip of space for nothing. Now, if people want to be astronauts and they want to work for NASA and they want to figure out life and that shit, cool. Y'all ain't figuring nothing out. The same way they want folk to pay to go down in the water to see octopuses and the Titanic. Well, I say octopuses and the Titanic. You want folk to pay to go up in space for nothing? Gayle, girl, shut up, Gayle. And I mean that respectfully and also disrespectfully. Okay? It just sounds stupid. I'm like, Gayle, we like Gayle. But Gayle getting old. Gayle can't remember right. You know, saying Gayle can't see stuff right or whatever. Her mind is going a little bit. Gayle is 70. So I'm assuming Gayle just don't know no better, okay? Child, they said Shein is gonna have some price adjustments. Okay, let's hope that Gayle and Oprah can afford their Shein stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now, I have never bought nothing off of Shein. Have I bought? I don't think I've ever bought anything from Shein. Is it Shein or Shine? Is it Shein? Is it Shein? Is it Shine? Shein? I don't know. But they made an announcement. Announcement. I know a lot of folks shop there. They said, thank y'all for y'all support. Okay, we've been serving you as shoppers forever. Okay, we want to offer great fashion at affordable prices. However, due to recent changes in global trade rules and tariffs, our operating expenses have gone up. Okay, to keep offering the product you love without compromising on quality, price adjustment will be coming as of April 25th. Okay, up until the 25th of April, prices will stay the same. So shop now. Get all your shit now. Which means, hey, buy all the stuff right now because it's going to be expensive later. Okay? I have made a conscious effort. I have 5 closets. I have 5 closets. Each of my closets has too much stuff. So much so, I swear every day I say, I don't have nothing to wear because it's too much to find shit. I have made a conscious decision and effort to not buy anything because I don't need nothing. I have clothes and shoes and coats and block and block and bloop. Okay, so I won't be buying. I don't. Does she even have plus size clothes? I don't trust stores that I don't know how they go. Okay, but she said get all your shit before next Friday. Okay, they said I can on April 25th. It will be expensive. Shop now at today's rates. Okay, that was smart because a lot of people finna buy a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, 8 eggs, child. That's I don't even need that big. I don't know. You know, I've never even been there. Is it a website? Is it an app? What is it? First of all, this looks foreign. It looks foreign. I just popped on their website. I'm not gonna buy nothing though. I'm not. Um, I'm not. No. Mm-mm. It don't. You don't. You don't even look right. Nothing looks right. I don't like it. No. Yeah, I've never shopped on their website. It looks. It looks. It looks. I don't know. Child, if I order stuff today, will they even have it? I don't want to order all the stuff today. And I know a lot of folk who shop there, they do. And I know they have great time, but I'm so particular. Okay. But I don't know. Maybe I'll look on the website when I'm off work on Friday and I'll order me a little sweatshirt, a little dress and stuff. But she said, y'all go over there and order all your stuff today. Cause tomorrow you can't afford it. They said tomorrow you can't afford it. Did I mention y'all go see Sinners? Sinners comes out Friday. We see right here that is Ryan Coogler, okay, Michael B. Jordan, and then also Daniel Okulier. Okay, the fact that this is like a little reunion of the Black Panther movie because he played Killmonger, and then I forgot the name of the character that Daniel Kaluuya played. But Sinners come out Friday. Go. We need to support. Okay, support it. But yeah, the Met Gala is coming next month. Okay. Y'all know I love fashion. Okay. And this year's theme, Superfine Tailoring Black Style. One thing about the Met Gala, they have these themes and they've never had like, okay, this is an example of what the theme is. I love the fact that they're doing this is what it's supposed to be. We see Janelle Monáe, Tana Taylor, Ryan Destiny, okay, in these tailored suits, looking good, okay, titties and stuff. We see the men's look at Tyson Beckford. Okay, look at Noah Lyles, the track runner. He's running the trap star. Okay, look at them again. Fine, tailored suits, tailoring, blackness, all of it. Okay, I cannot wait to cover the Met Gala. We see Yahar Rashidi, Aaron Pierre. Okay, looking good and stuff. Looking good and stuff. Okay. Spike Lee and Dapper Dan again, and it's showing the different prints, the different suits, the fit of it, the style of it. Okay. I can't wait. Can't wait. La Roche in his wig. Okay, La Roche in his long wig right here, coming down like these or whatever. I love his hat though. I do. Hat is wonderful. Okay. But again, tailoring. Okay. Super fine tailoring black style. Tyshawn Jones, Ajane Wilson, Justin Jefferson, greens and browns and salmon colors. I loved it. So again, if you do not know, yes, I absolutely will be covering the Met Gala, and I can't wait. I thought it was more pictures. Maybe those are the ones that they were. I don't, I don't know who all. That's a lady and that's a man. I don't know who they are. But I am excited to see how each celebrity um brings their vision to life. Okay. So yeah, Met Gala is on the it's always the first May of the month. So I can't wait. Child, they say the beauty supply said, hey, synthetic wigs is gonna be expensive. A synthetic wig, okay, can go up in cost by $100. I said, bitch, what? First of all, a synthetic wig should never cost more than $30. Okay, it should not cost more than $30. If they start having these, everybody, mama, go get all the wigs now. Okay, go get all of the wigs now because the price is going up, 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 and up. So if you are a person that wears a lot of wigs, a lot of weaves, child, go stock up and reuse. I'm telling you, child, it's gonna be a fucking mess. Okay, let's get into some foolish things of people being dumb around the world. Because that's what we do around here. We discuss the stupidness that people do. Florida woman arrested for selling human remains on Facebook Marketplace. I said, first of all, it looks about white. Okay. A Florida woman is facing criminal charge that the police said she was buying and selling bones of people. Okay. On Facebook. I said, on Facebook. Facebook? Kimberly Shopper or Hooper, 52, okay, was arrested Thursday and she was charged with the purchase or sale of organs and tissues and stuff. She owns Wicked Wonderland. I said that's a horrible name. Okay. It was known for offering preservation services, gothic antiques, and unusual arts. They started investigating the shop back in 2023 because the store on the Facebook page was advertising people. Okay. They said they found multiple listings for showing for skull fragments, bones, and other human parts for a total of 800. I said, who is buying this shit? Where you get it from? When we hear these horror stories about funeral homes that don't be doing shit right, I think about. I'm like, oh, they just. It's weird. It's weird. Now the lady said, I didn't know it was against the law. I didn't know it was illegal. I didn't know it was illegal here. What? She said the bones were educational models, and that's legal. And she ain't know what she was doing was illegal. I'm like, first of all, don't DNA test, please. Who body that is stole? She looked guilty. Keep that bitch in jail. Keep her away from everybody else. People weird for no reason. I saw this. I remember this story from when it first happened. You know, that the wife owned a daycare. The husband was out here, touching the kids. Okay. And the wife, when she found out, she shot his ass. And she should not. He didn't die, unfortunately. Okay. He was sentenced to life in prison. She is she's speaking out. Where is it? I thought like, where is it? There was one I had her speaking out. Is it this one or this one?
And that is the sentence for a former Baltimore police officer convicted of sexual abuse at his ex-wife's daycare. You may remember this story as James Weems Jr. has been behind bars since his conviction last year. This for abusing a child at Little Kids Castle Daycare in Owings Mills. Back in March, the parent of the victim filed a civil lawsuit to hold Weems financially accountable. His ex-wife, Shantira Young, also in prison for shooting Weems after
she should have shot him. She should have shot him.
She learned about that abuse. Story today, life in...
I was totally broken. I felt like the blood had just drained out of my body.
At first, Shantira Weems says she did not believe the allegations that her husband, a former cop, had abused children at her daycare.
Some cops are crazy.
Little Kids Castle.
We were both supposed to be on this crusade of saving children. And child molestation is something that we talked about all the time.
About how horrible it was.
How horrible it was, yes. I was totally...
Get her out. Somebody get her out of prison. She not supposed to be in prison. Okay, if I found out what you did, then you gotta go. You gotta go. Again, I'm happy that he was, he got life in prison. I don't know how long she got for shooting him, but yeah, leave his ass in there. Oh, she got 4 years for the shooting. You know what? I'll do 4 years for shooting you. It's cool. I'll do 4. I'll do 4. 4 ain't that bad. If she got 4 years, she can possibly get out in 2. And I do feel like once folks know why she was arrested, she probably will not have a hard time getting a job, because the reason she did it, to me, it was justified. It was justified. Now I hope he put some money in her books. And if he in prison and he is a former cop, he is getting railroaded, literally. Okay, literally. So he's in the right place. I hope he suffers. Marvin Sapp is around here fucking with y'all. Marvin Sapp posted he got a new song coming out called Close the Doors.
Close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. I said close them doors.
Look, when God gives you lemons, you make lemonade. Okay, Marvin Sapp said the last few weeks have been tough. Misunderstood, misrepresented, misinterpreted, and even maligned. But I've learned that when life hands you lemons, you just gotta make lemonade. You build a lemonade company, okay? And that's exactly what I've done. Close the door. Isn't just a song, it's a soundtrack for survival. I'm releasing it on Good Friday, the day out of the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. Just like he closed the door on death, hell, and the grave, I'm closing the door on the noise, the pain, and everything that tried to break me. This song will bless you. I believe that with everything in me, my assignment this season through this song is to help you close the door too. I was like, bitch, I guess so. Look, again, people clowned him for his antics at I think was not a revival. It was at a conference. Close the doors. You know what I'm saying? And it was probably hard for him, Wait.
That is involved. There's 1,000 of you. I said close them doors. Ushers, close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. We all gonna lead together.
Now you was real strong and saying it at the thing. It don't sound so strong here.
Close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors.
And a whole church door behind him. Child, look, if he like it, I love it. We shall see how the song sounds. I'm all for spinning the narrative that was meant to hurt you to embrace a new start and this and that and that and this. Thank you, Keith. Thank you for the super chat. Act like she went through the bridge. That wasn't for Gayle. But thank you for super chat. I forgot to look at it, but thank you. But yeah, Marvin said, "I'm gonna get a check." Okay, he said, "Stream my song." Okay, he said, "Come on and dance with me. Get down on this dancery." I guess so. Where's Lil Nas X? Hold on. I was wrong somewhere. Lil Nas X is in the hospital. He says face, he can't control it. I saw a lot of folks saying it maybe Bill's palsy or whatever. It could be a stroke. I don't know. But prayers up for Lil Nas X because something wrong with the man's face. The face ain't facing no more. Okay, it has a mind of its own. He can control it. But child, Jesus, when I see folks say, "Cause you keep playing with God," I'm like, not keep playing with God. I hope he okay. But hopefully whatever is ailing him will be fixed. He'll be healed and move on with life and be good. Okay. We don't want no strokes and no nothings around there. But he said, "Child, my face is frozen. I know what's going on." I said, Jesus is gonna fix it. Slim Thug. Slim Thug. Sometimes people don't need social media because Slim Thug got on social media and he aggravates my nerves. So Meg was performing, I think, to a song of his or whatever, and this was a start.
I see the stallion dancing to Thug from around the way and still tipping. If that ain't hey, I want you daddy call, I don't know what is.
So you think because she danced or performed to a song of yours, she said, "Hey daddy, I want you." Meg danced to all kind of shit.
So I'm just waiting on my day, kid. I'm just waiting on her to come to Houston and hit my line like, "Hey, I'm in the town, pick me up." You know what I'm saying? It's only a matter of time at this point. She brought me out in Houston. Know she got a crush on me by this point. She danced to 2 of my songs.
This is the exact reason why women at times don't feel safe in spaces, because something as simple as she danced to my song, she must want me. What? Now, after it was reposted and folks had comments and whatnot, he came back to respond.
I know I ain't got no chance with Meg. I was just hyping Meg up yesterday, man, and they want to turn this shit to y'all be following for this shit. They ain't gonna pick that shit up. Never will they pick this up.
Oh, it got picked up. We're talking about it.
They're not gonna pick that up.
I said on there I couldn't handle her. She got too much energy for me. I said it on there. They still don't give a damn. He's a trend, dude. Shut y'all dumb ass up. But she be inviting me. All right, we done. I'm tired of talking about y'all because y'all so roachy. The roaches and the flies is watching right now.
Roaches and flies?
Now she gonna say the stallion, they hating on my chances. They gonna be like, the stallion don't talk to him. They gonna all the famous girls gonna be called, girl, you bet not.
I hate his beard. Cut the beard. Either way it go, you can't hype someone up by saying they want you. You know what I'm saying? That ain't hyping her up. That's making her a sexualized person, and she can't just be an artist dancing to your song. Okay? We don't like that. Shut up, Slim Thug. People sometimes don't get how dumb they sound, and we have to let them be stupid. Sometimes Let them be stupid. Okay. Look, y'all take a little minute or so, okay, and like the video because I asked y'all to. And we're back. Look, let's get into what's next. Where is it? Not that one. I do want to get into Garcelle. So the part 3 of the Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion aired yesterday. I did not watch the reunion. I watched clips on social media. Mainly because I already knew Garcelle had quit. So I didn't care what had happened at the I knew whatever, big thing that happened would be on social media. But seeing the different clips and seeing how the ladies have always came off as if they don't like Garcelle. I do feel like, no one ever understands how she feels. And so I think she holds herself to she holds herself inside. She doesn't really go off or whatever. And I think in the 3 parts, you can tell they all kind of ganged up on her in a way that was shocking to Garcelle. Even Sutton not standing up to or backing up Garcelle hurt Garcelle. So when I seen her at the end of it walk off, I'm not doing a cast photograph, even though they showed her saying in the beginning, hey, hopefully we can come to some resolve and get a cast photo. And then 9 hours later, I think 9 hours later, when she realized no one here came to get any resolve with me. No one here treated me with any kind of kindness. No one here at any point felt like they could even say, I get your point or whatever. It was just a bash, jump on Garcelle night. And I think she was like, I'm over it. And I think she knew at that point she was quitting. And even when she walked off and they knew she was upset, I did feel like Andy kept asking her questions. I know Kim Pyre said there was more that happened that was cut out at the reunion. I felt like no one even going to check on her showed they didn't care. And that's why she walked out. Do I wish Garcelle would cuss their ass out? I do. Do I sometimes wish what she said when she's walking away or what she said to other folks she says to them, I do. But I also feel like Garcelle was over it. I think Garcelle felt like y'all all were assholes to me today. Clearly, there was some agenda to keep coming at me and try to hold me accountable for everything and y'all for nothing. And y'all were okay. When Sutton sat there, I think she upset. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know. Sutton, you ain't shit too. Now, Bowles, when they get in your ass next season, have fun. But a part of me feel like folks who are watching, the black folk who are watching in support of Garcelle probably won't watch to support Bowles. I have no plan to watch next season. They would have to add Serena Williams, Solange, Halle Berry. They would have to add a whole bunch of black women who will probably cuss them out. But in my opinion, to wrap Garcelle's part of it up, there will never be a equal space for black cast members on Beverly Hills. They will always treat the black cast member different who isn't sucking their dick. Bowles is enough of an ass-kissing black woman to white women that she fits in. Hence why he befriended Dorit so fast. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, that is a red flag to me. So I'm happy Garcelle left. And I don't think anything that she did was like, oh, a cop out, or why didn't she respond differently? I feel like she absolutely told them how she felt, and they didn't care. And once you show me that you don't care, I'm done. Completely done. And that's why Garcelle was able to not only walk away from the show, but walk away from each friendship that she thought she had there. I think Garcelle knows there's no point in me being friendly with any of them off the show, because she said they don't like me. They're not my friends. And once you understand a friend group, a work group doesn't really care for you, they just put up with you because you work there, you're like, fuck y'all. I don't have time for that. And that's what I feel Garcelle did. She realized, oh, y'all really don't fuck with me. Y'all really want to hold me to a whole different standard than all of y'all. When Garcelle said, I'm pissed and I really don't want to answer any more questions. And when what's her name, child? The friend of that's sitting next to her. The bride Chucky. I think her name, what's her name? The bride of Chucky girl. When she said, oh, are you upset because of what they said to Sutton? And she said, no. I'm talking about me. The fact that no one even felt like her, thank you, Jennifer Tilly. I called her Bride of Chucky. Yes, Jennifer Tilly. The fact that Jennifer Tilly had no mindset that Garcelle was upset at how she was treated. The fact that no one felt when she said, I'm pissed at all of it, because they all felt like, go at Garcelle. Go, 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 go. Garcelle said, I own what I say. I own my feelings. And if that's how everyone and their mama thought that Dorit and her husband had something to do with that robbery, everyone on the cast did too. Garcelle is the only one who stuck to her guns and admitted it. And it aggravated me when they saw her visibly. Even she said, no one's even smiled at me out here. No one. Y'all up at Keycan and laughing, but no one is giving me that interview. You know why? They don't fuck with her. And she realized that. She said, I won't even give y'all the honor of me going off on y'all. I'm gonna pay y'all dust. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna walk away. I don't want a cat. I don't want a cat photo. No. Y'all do it. So I'm proud of Garcelle. Fully proud. Fuck them people. Megan Good did an interview with what's that man name? Jason Lee. And in the interview, she brought up how Devon left her. I said, girl, not Devon left you. Hold on.
Oh no, Devon left me.
He left you.
Yeah.
After all you went through to be with him, because you went through what happened?
What I can say is it's not that anybody did anything wrong, and I can't say that he that up, and I can't say that I that up. We grew from it. I don't think that any time was wasted. I think that everything in life, every single season, you do learn so much.
I feel like when Megan got with Devon Franklin, she was willing to bend to be what he wanted in a wife. I think at that point in her life, I think she thought that is what she wanted too. There's a way to walk in your path with God, but still be your own self. And I think she dove so far into her faith that once she realized me and Devon are different people, we want different things. The scrutiny I went through because of people who looked at me as a heathen, as a whore. Okay, I feel like she realized that's not what I want. And when she said like neither one of us did something wrong. We just grew out of each other, and even her saying how it was all a lesson. Yes, he left me. Yes, it was hard. He didn't do shit wrong. I didn't do shit wrong. It just wasn't working anymore. It wasn't working anymore. And I think even though a lot of folk don't like how she is with Jonathan Majors, I do think for right now with Jonathan Majors, she feels like she can be herself. She can have her walk with God, be herself, and not be judged so harshly by everyone around her. And if she is judged, I do think she doesn't care as much now that she did when she first got with Devon. You know what I'm saying? They both said this interview before Devon left her and she's the one who wants to file. Right. Meaning, okay, you left me, I'm gonna file the divorce. Oh no, he left her and he filed. Right. So I feel like, and it's okay for her to accept that. They both moved on. She's now married. He is now engaged. And I think we have to wish them both well. I feel like it's, there's this weird thing where people feel like someone has to be the villain. And more times than not, there is no villain. People really can grow apart. And when you see, this doesn't serve me anymore. How you want to move and how I want to move, it's just two different movements. We are moving in two different directions and it's causing strife. So we probably should dissolve this because you ain't changing how you want to move. I'm not changing either. It's best if we separate. And if he left her, peace. He filed for divorce, cool. And now they're both in other relationships. You know what I'm saying? And I think I like the fact that she's not bad mouthing him, probably because it don't matter no more. I'm not with them anymore. That's my past. That's my old work. You know what I'm saying? But leave me deep. So kudos to her for saying, you know what? No one fucked up. We moved on. We moved on. Okay. And I'm hoping both of them thrive in their new marriages. Okay. I'm gonna do Nene last. Child, I really want Offset to go sit down somewhere. I saw on Twitter, I think yesterday, him back and forth with Kim Barbie, and I think Kim Barbie like a Cardi fan or whatever. But Offset said, "I want peace, no smoke. I love all the Barbie gang. We grown, man. She happy. Let her live. She don't want to see this shit either, man. Life goes on. We can all be friends, man. You know what I'm saying? Um, even when Set and Cardi are in good quarter space, we come with the bullshit and spark something like this. Enough is enough. What is the point? I feel like I really want Offset to just stop speaking on him and Cardi. I do feel like sometimes when he speaks on him and Cardi, it seems like he's doing it for attention. It seems like he wants to pick up some traction. It do seem like he wants the blogs to discuss him. And I just want that to stop. If you really want the best for her, the best is you not commenting and making a little snatter. I'm saying just don't say shit. Let her live and be happy. But we shall see. I think he's unhappy. He's lonely. He's so lonely. Diddy got a new lawyer. Now look, Diddy's case comes up next month. Okay. So Young Thug's old lawyer, Brain Still, has now requested to be a part of Diddy's legal team. I don't know the point of adding a new lawyer a couple of weeks before your trial comes up. And this has been going on for months and months and months. Okay, now I don't know why he need more lawyers. Okay, maybe feel like he gonna lose. I'm not sure. Okay, but the lawyer has to appeal to practice law. I think in New York and stuff. So we shall see. He was in court recently because there was like a superseded indictment where Diddy keeps pleading not guilty. He keeps pleading not guilty. He has a gray beard now, gray hair now, and whatever. But Diddy trying his best to get out of this predicament. Okay. I really do wonder what is going to happen. Code 45 winning and being up in the house as white. We've seen a lot of people who have gotten off for stuff. So a part of me wonders if that will happen to Diddy. But even if Diddy is found not guilty in a court of law, Diddy's way of living will never be the same. People will not want to be around him. People is not going to invite him. Nobody wants that stigma. So even if he doesn't go to prison for years, if he's found innocent or whatever, he is going to have a hard life because how he lived, he can't do that no more at all. So we shall see. What's next? I got a couple more things. We did them two. I did Megan. We're gonna get to them last. So, Kenya. So Kenya was supposed to do her like her this one. Yeah, she was supposed to do her YouTube live or recorded whatever question in that her confessional style. It was supposed to come out on Tuesday. On Tuesday, all Kenya posted was the preview for it. Okay, and she did it to the backing of Not Like Us. You really about to do it?
Yeah, they tried to rig the game, but you can't fake influence.
So she said, bitch, I have my salon hoe. I'm getting ready. Okay. In my mustard color dress. Okay. Looking good. in my salon. Okay, these are my confessions. They've had plenty to say. Now it's my turn. This Friday on YouTube, I'm addressing the mess, the rumors, and the real story. Oh, and I have receipts unfiltered. Again, it's going to be Friday at 8 p.m. Um, a lot of folks felt like Kenya should not talk. Why do it this way? Blah, blah, blue. I kept saying it was unfair that we saw stuff leading up to the debacle. Okay. We've seen everyone else's reaction to the debacle. We know that things were filmed with Kenya, days after it happened. And Bravo was choosing not to show it or whatever. We know Kenya does not have any confessionals, but it's unfair to have the first 6 episodes kind of be surrounding what happened with her and old girl, but y'all don't allow Kenya to even show how she reacted to it. Because maybe 2 days later she did feel bad. I don't know. So her going on her own YouTube for her own words is smart. Brit is around here Brit is on a damn tour. You hear me? Even though when it first happened, she was on social media. Said, I didn't do nothing. I didn't have no gun. Lying. Kenya has the right to defend herself. I don't think she should have to wait for Bravo to either bring her on the reunion or hopefully bring her back next year. No, let her address it in real time as the show aired. I wish she would have done weekly recaps based on the episode, but this way she has time to respond in her own time. She can respond to stuff that's on social media, and she can address it all and leave it be. So I would absolutely be tuned in on Friday and would absolutely recap what she said happened. Now on the show, Cynthia was on the Carlos King podcast talking. Because some folks feel like, her and Cynthia are not cool right now. Some folks feel like Cynthia was a bad friend. I think what Cynthia said to Kenya at the event was actually true. I think the issue that may come about is it also felt like Cynthia kind of left Kenya alone, and that hurt Kenya, and then they beefed out. So this is what she had to say.
What I would like for you to address, if you're comfortable,
okay,
is Kenya did retweet a moment Nene Leakes talked about you going where the wind blows when it comes to friendships, and again I'm paraphrasing, but pretty much not being everyone's friend. I'm sorry, being everybody's friend, not standing for your true friend. When you saw Kenya retweet that, did that hurt your feelings?
Of course. I mean, like I said, I haven't spoken to her since the whole incident happened, but not because I haven't, reached out to her. I reached out to her during that time, but at this point in the friendship, we've had our ups and downs. I respect people's space and their time. I'm not getting ready to run Kenya down to try to make any kind of amends with her, because I didn't do anything to Kenya. I just came to the salon opening to support her, and I was disappointed in how she handled the situation, because again, I literally was just I had maybe been in a group situation with Britt twice. I didn't know Britt, so I wasn't emotionally invested. I could care less how I wasn't concerned with protecting Britt because I didn't know her.
No, we still don't know Britt.
And again, as a friend of the show, the filming that they did, I wasn't even around them that much at that point. But I knew Kenya, and that's why I said to her, I know you. I wasn't there. I'm not saying that what she did, and I've said 155 times, what Britt did was wrong. She should have never brought up a gun. You know what I'm saying? And what I also think is interesting is that I am the only one that said anything to her in that moment, but all the ladies walked out. And she doesn't seem to have an issue with them now. I think she still speaks to whoever she feels like speaking to, with the rest of the cast that clearly didn't support it, clearly thought it was, beneath her, or whatever their own terminology is. But I don't know. I feel like I still have seen her with some of those ladies. I sat right there and watched those same ladies in their interviews and say how they felt about the situation. So I don't know if she's, upset with them now. I don't know why all of a sudden, because she made the decision that she made, that it's a thing between Kenya and I.
I do hope Kenya addresses her issue with Cynthia, because if what Cynthia said is right, that she's reached out to Kenya, but Kenya has not responded. If she is being truthful and saying Kenya has an issue with me and I don't know why, I do want Kenya to address that, because again, like you said, all the ladies had an issue with what happened. I just said it on camera, and I left too. But why am I the one you have not talked to since then? So I do hope Kenya addresses that, because that is weird. Not even weird. I just wonder what's going on with that. Is because it can go either way. I know Britt had posted this on her page because Angela Oakley had posted like the reasons why a license can get suspended. And so Britt posted, the definition of obsession, saying I'm every blog clickbait at this point. Britt will be a figment of our imagination next year. No one is going to care about Britt next season. I feel like Britt is a one and done. No one is obsessed with Britt. People are discussing the show, discussing the season, the stuff back and forth on social media. So you aren't clickbait, ma'am, but you enjoy your time, and then we will never discuss you after the fact. Now, this blogger had posted on social media discussing Britt's credentials.
Not sure what happened here, but there was another poster board that really stood out to me that was not shown. Do you guys remember when this all went down and
insurance fraud hope?
People that were at this event were leaking photos from the situation, and there was a photo here of a poster board that said insurance fraud ho, and then there's some text and some article. You obviously can't read it, but last night's episode, we see Angela kind of call out Britt, not for lying so much, but asking her, well, why would they just take your license away without cause? What was the cause?
And we still wonder what happened with that.
And then obviously we saw her snap, but essentially we know that she doesn't have her insurance agency anymore. And in fact, she was with Allstate under, their umbrella for 3 years before she ended up selling that agency. And now she has a whole agency, as she calls it, called Jumpstart, or Agency Jumpstart. It's basically a masterclass on how you can be a successful insurance agent, owner, whatever, by following her blueprint. And
her blueprint?
You guys know I'm very nosy. You guys know this. So I went through and I dug through the entire website. I went through disclaimers, refund policy, went through all the bits. I did everything except buy this masterclass. And here are all the major red flags. And I'm going to say this up front. Don't ever buy anyone's course, okay?
I agree.
Okay? Don't. Most of the time, the things that are in those courses you can find online. You just got to do a little bit more digging. But if you really want to learn, the information is out there. Now let's get into this website and all the red flags. So first thing that stood out to me, this entire website, everything about this masterclass is so super vague. No clear outline of any of the deliveries, of the formats or modules or any of that stuff. So
she's scamming?
So essentially, the user has no way of assessing the value of this product before opening their wallets. Red flag number 2, no verified reviews or testimonials, not even any fake ones from any of her friends.
That's a scam. Let me go. I want to go to her page. Let me see. So Britt Edie, right there. This is the website. It's really called Agency Jumpstart. The insurance masterclass for $500. Y'all, hold on. I want to be sure y'all can hear it. I think the sound went out. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I want y'all to hear the bullshit.
Agent. I opened up an all-state insurance agency and I killed it. I started from a background in modeling, entertainment. So I went from being the talent to now being the entrepreneur. And being able to do that is making sure your mind is in the right place, making sure you can focus. And so that's what I'm going to teach you, how to put everything in line.
That sound like a scam. What you will learn, how to break into the industry, how to determine which side of the industry is right for you, why being an insurance agent is so lucrative, steps to get licensed with key tips, how to create what girl, she's selling pipe dreams. She is selling pipe dreams. Online course includes lessons and material, access to my funding team, opportunity to open your own agency with my affiliate program, app access to the community on the go, inserts of Britt Edie's original business plan, Britt's insurance playbook ebook, special discounts on future offers, downloadable web worksheets and bonus content. What's her refund policy? What is her refund policy? I don't even say. And with any type of experience, there are terms and conditions that apply to transactions with girl. We're committed to serving the blah blah. Due to the nature of our digital products, we do not offer any form of refunds. Y'all go buy her products, y'all. Y'all, I'm not giving her my money, my information, okay? But that's her business. I'm not joining on the fucking mailing list. Britt Child is a scam. Mel from Love and Marriage Huntsville has a online course to teach property preservation. The difference in those is I actually see her students who she worked with. We see her showing them and teaching them things and them saying, I got a contract. You did help me. You know what I'm saying? You just saying I can teach you shit. Girl, Britt is he's a scammer, just a scammer. So yeah, we won't even care about, know about nothing she do later on. So yeah. A couple, one I want to say congrats to Shirley Rouse. Who got her star of the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Okay. Congrats to her. Singing did pay the bills and stuff like that. It's cute. It's cute. So congrats to Ms. Ma'am. Even though I think you gotta pay to get it as something like that. Okay. But you know, she still has had a long career in the industry. We love us with Shirley Rouse. Congrats to my girl. Congrats. She looks great and stuff. Okay. She's a star on the Walk of Child. Congrats. We're gonna let that be. But lastly, I want to get to Nene and them. I think that's all that's left. We did that. Blah, blah, blue. Yes. Nene posted on her, I think, IG page how, I want to tell all that other stuff off. She was going to have, where is it? Well, first of all, why she don't do her Me and My Homegirl stuff no more? What happened with her and Sierra? Nene and Sierra had that whole Me and My Homegirl podcast. So ain't shit, but this last post was from March, so last month. And them asking for stories or whatever. Yeah, so that ain't done. She then posted this for the Nene Leak show, how she's gonna talk to, Latocha from Escape. Now, I said this is about to be some bullshit. I said, Nene is not a host. Nene is so far removed from reality of this life and people. She's a horrible host because she don't know shit. A part of hosting a show, a talk show, interviewing people, you have to be aware of shit. Nene not knowing shit about Latocha and have her on for interview, it was a pointless interview. Okay, I watched it. Okay, I hate when it. Well, hold on, y'all. StreamYard is so dumb when it's will cut the sound out, and I want y'all to hear what is going on. So on the interview that Nene did with Latocha, I just feel like it was some bull stuff. Now I'm gonna speed it up because we don't need slow talking people.
Joining me is multi-platinum singer, song.
Oh my! I want to buy your house. I can pay you.
Big fan of Chris Brown. Okay, an amazing.
So she did that residual challenge, right? Let me slow it down to 1.2. Latocha did that challenge, and she made it seem as if her husband separated. She left her sister, and she's sorry, and blah 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 blah. It was bullshit.
An amazing singer. I knew a lot of the challenges that he faced, but he was able to get out of that. And I just championed him in that. And as well as the fact that when I met him, I was like, we need to do something together. And we never got a chance. And I was like, this is the opportunity. And no other woman was doing it. No other female had done the challenge. I was like, I got to do it. Because I love challenges like that. So I was like, I'm going to go and pour my heart out into this. And I did just that. And
saying that you did the residual challenge because you had not worked with Chris Brown is dumb. No one who did the challenge worked with Chris Brown. It was a challenge to everybody. At all. No. We have ads like everybody else have ads. I won't pay for no ads. I just don't want to.
To be totally honest with you, they say that music reaches the heart. I was able to even reach my sister. I hadn't talked to her in a minute, but that song resonated with her and we were able to have a conversation. So that residuals challenge for me did more than just me singing.
Okay, that's great. I love that. So Candy said in an interview with Vibe magazine,
Nene, I love Nene. I do. I just feel like Nene is full of shit. I don't know who asked for this interview. I don't know if Nene asked to do it, if Latocha asked to have it, but I feel like somebody else wrote these questions. And Nene don't even know how to write her own questions to make them sound authentic.
that you weren't kicked out of the group. What happened with you not being a part of the Escape?
Well, when you send a letter, first of all, I did not know that they were going on tour. I talked about going on tour. This is where I wanted. Okay, they were going on tour. I had nobody to call me. Nobody emailed me. Nobody told me anything. And so when I heard about it, it was actually Coco from SAV and also Taj. It was like, we're thinking about going on tour. I was like,
now this is where Nene failed. Okay, because we watch the show, and you tell them you were busy on your solo shit with that gospel album that you couldn't do stuff with them. And so they was going to only do the one show from the Bravo TV show. So the fact that Nene don't even know the backstory and she's lying to your face. The question was, well, Candy said you weren't kicked out the group. For her to go back and say, well, they was going on tour and no one told me, because you told them you weren't doing nothing with them. You told them that. So you weren't kicked out. You told them you didn't want to tour. You told them you wanted to go solo and sing to Jesus. So, Nene, you look stupid. Tasha used you because she knew you don't know how to interview no damn body. You don't have no backup questions. Now, I don't know if she also thought folks would believe her lies on your platform, but no.
When? They were like, we were leaving in May.
Mm-hmm.
How y'all leaving in May? I know nothing about it. Nobody's talking to me. So I sent a letter from my lawyer to say, hey, ladies, if you guys are going on tour, let me know the dates. Tell me what is going on. I have no clue of anything. But
girl, it was on camera. You thought God was gonna save your album sales, and you thought you thought you the throat. Okay, because I heard you say, girl, you're the singer. Anyone who makes it seem as if Latocha is the best singer and Escape is a dick sucker. Nene trying to make it seem as if Latocha is the voice of the group. You're stupid. Okay? For Nene to say, oh, they need you. No, they don't. They still touring without you. Been touring for years. If she was the voice, they would not be able to book shows, to book tours without her. If she isn't, because Tamika's voice is just as great, and she sounds like Tasha. And Tiny has a voice too, and Candy has Candy's voice. Okay, Candy does Candy's parts great. Okay, so Nene even acting like, oh, you the voice. If this is also the proof that talent doesn't equal fame, because if she is the best singer out the group, why is it that 20 years later she still is a flop in the music industry? There's a lot of great singers who are not famous. And that's also why she kept feeling like she didn't need the group, because folks keep telling her she's the talent, and she isn't. Clearly, the other ones are the talent.
But I never got that. Never got a phone call. They never even responded to the lawyer, and they went on tour.
Your group mates.
My group, yes.
Yeah, the people
my bandmates, absolutely.
Okay.
So no.
Bandmates.
So if somebody is calling to say what's going on, and you're not getting they're not calling you back. It's like, what's going on? And
you wasn't kicked out, ma'am. You left. You left. However, your solo album with Jesus left too. It didn't go nowhere. It stayed at number 1054 on the charts, and no one listened. You tried to sing to Jesus, and Jesus said, I'm okay. I love you, my child, but I'm okay. So you were not kicked out. And even if your lawyers or your Rocky sent questions to the group, he had been stealing from them. They thought you was helping them steal. Why would anyone respond back to you or Rocky when he was accused of stealing money from them and you sided with him? You weren't fired, ma'am. You quit.
I was not able to go on tour, so they left and went on tour. So is that not? So you tell me what that is if it's not getting kicked out.
Did you ever think that there would be a point in time where you would break away from the group that you grew up with?
Never. 30 years, sweat equity, and
you
never.
like your sisters.
They are.
Yeah.
Are we forgetting that at a point in time, Tamika, Latocha, and Tiny were was trying to do Escape without Candy? Are we forgetting that for a long time, Escape wasn't touring at all? So stop acting like y'all have been an ongoing quartet forever, and there's never been a point in time where one person wasn't performing too. The only reason, and this don't sound mean, the only reason Escape got back famous was because of Candy and Tiny. It ain't had shit to do with you or your sister. And when you came and was on some bullshit and your sister finally saw you were the villain and she chose herself, the group got back successful. So even her trying to, I would never think I would be out the group. You were out the group. Kid, y'all wasn't even a full group, bitch. What do you mean? Again, this is why Nene is a failure as a interviewer, because this is stuff that's common knowledge. But again, Nene don't like Candy. So it's easier for Nene to not ask no follow-up questions. But she likes playing dirty.
And to have them go on and move on without me, I think a lot of the stuff had to do with that show and the agenda that was placed on me. And I often ask people, I'm like, okay, there were 7 girls on that show. Why was I the one that was scrutinized and targeted in that way?
I think
because your husband was stealing.
Or because of your husband.
Oh.
That's what we'll get to that. Okay, you said on the Big Tigger show that after Tamika's interview on the Ricky Smiley show that you would pick up the phone and you would call her. Why do you think it took this moment to reach out to her?
It didn't take that moment. I reached out to my sister several times, but she just didn't answer. And so at that moment, when she went on to say, hey, pick up the phone, pull up on me, I'm like.
Tiny even said, Tamika, I'm sorry, that Latocha changed her number. Tiny even said, Latocha was the one not talking to them because of what her husband was accused of. Now you want us to believe. Now you want us to believe that you were the one reaching out. But didn't you remember that time on that bus, on that tour bus that Rocky rented for you for that failed album? And you was on that bus talking cash shit about all other ladies? So when did you reach out to your sister? When did that happen? When did that happen, Tasha? Tasha full of shit, child.
Perfect.
Yeah, this is great.
This is
Do you guys
the
live
fact
close
that
to each other?
No.
You know, okay.
She moved an hour and 45 minutes away from me. But no, it wasn't. That opportunity was there because she said, and she put it up on her social media
that she wanted to.
That she wanted to. And when I reached out to her after that, nobody said nothing.
Yeah, but do you believe that people need time?
I do believe that.
People need time to heal. You know, no matter what is happening. Sometimes you can say something to somebody and you may have gotten over it really quickly, but I may still be holding on.
And that's fine. But we're family at the end of the day.
You are.
At the end of the day. And
but family stole my money. You stole my money. Our mama helped you steal my money. Your husband stole my money. So trying to lean back on that over family. Family ain't shit if you're stealing from me. At all. Oh, we're family. Girl, shut up.
Makes me what infuriates me is when people weigh in on situations and when they can actually help the situation, but they don't. Instead, they'll provide a platform for somebody to come on and scrutinize it and never try to make amends. And that
like you do right now, like Nene had you up on her platform, still playing victim, and you trying to accuse Tiny, Tamika, and Candy at kicking you out of the group. Not talking to you. So you are up here doing exactly what you're accusing other folks of doing, right?
That's where I am. And you're right. People do take time to do, but that's my sister. And when people come in and say, oh, well, you don't need to talk to her. Don't worry. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
If anything, show love.
And try to encourage us
that's to mend.
Yeah,
that's what I'm about mending.
Yeah, and I believe in that. But I do know that I'm a kind of person that need time to. I don't need all the time in the world, but I do need time to process.
That's fine.
So
and there's nothing wrong with that.
I
That's
may not move on as quickly.
Yeah.
But I do move on. And I do know
girl, Nene, stop lying.
People that hold on to things for years and years and years. We talk about me, working on Housewives, and I say all the time sitting here that I don't have any grudges with any of the girls on Housewives that ever worked.
Nene saying she doesn't have any grudges is not true. It's not true. It may be that you don't talk to them, so there is no grudge to hold, but you still have issue with people.
worked with before. Now that doesn't mean they don't still have a grudge with me.
That's
but
true.
I'm not having a grudge with any of them. You understand? If they walked in here, they wanted to speak and say hello, or we saw each other, I'm always down to say hello.
Yeah.
I'm never in that place. I'm just not there.
Is it because that when you're going through what you're going through, you communicate with that person and you let it go, or do you hold on to things and you just let it ride? Because that's major
I
to
don't
me.
know.
As well.
I just know that over a period of time, like how can you hold on to so much?
Yeah.
You can't keep holding on to that's not good for you.
It's not.
And it's not good for your
healthy at all.
health.
It's
And you
not
know, for me, I've been
Pop me kettle. Child, pop me kettle. Nene, girl, you have issues that you hold on to from housewives. Absolutely. It's just you don't have access to the housewives to hash it out. So of course, if you see the ladies somewhere, you'll say hi. Because y'all ain't working together.
through so many things. You don't understand. Like I've been through a lot.
Yes.
So for me, I just need to move on. Like I've lost people in my life. So I don't want to just keep holding on to stuff. We could be hugging on each other and loving on each other today, opposed to me just having all this animosity with you. I don't want to have this animosity.
No, that's true. I just think
I
that
want to
people,
move on.
Yeah, I think that people have emotional baggage and they just don't want to. They don't know how sometimes. And I
Not girl, you holding on to Rocky's emotional baggage. He is the emotional baggage for you. So why, girl?
I think I'm with you. When you lose certain things and things don't come back, your outlook of life is totally different. And then there's a maturity that comes along with it as well. I'm not sure what you've gone through, but you do. And those things make you grow up. Just like when you say that I wasn't kicked out. I think too, for me, God was making me uncomfortable in a situation to bring me closer to him. It was
Oh God, was Jesus.
So now why am I in it? And you could have did
Now,
it.
see how I get drawn into
No, you have not. Latocha has not changed. Latasha's giving the same half truths and bullshit lies that every interview is the same thing.
Wasn't about. I don't even think it was really about the group itself. There are certain things in your life when you know that there's an assignment. I never knew what it was. I just want to say, but there are so many things that I had to go through to be an inspiration for somebody else, whatever it was, to stand in the forefront to say, no, y'all think y'all can't get through it? Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
Because I did. You want to be? You think you can't lose weight? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. If you've lost a loved one, the grief that's a lot. And like what you said, sometimes it takes a time to heal. I give people.
If Tasha's thing was to get close to God, to mature, and to sing, why is she not singing? If she's mature and she's not holding on to things, why is she still lying about what happened in Escape? If all you want is to sing and you can't get back with your group, why you not a follow lie on your own shit? Drew put out a whole album. Go talk to Dennis, Tasha. Okay, go do something. But to make it seem as if I want to sing and God put me through this to bring up, well, go sing to Jesus. But don't come to us with the bullshit.
People that time, but I'm still here.
Yeah,
and I'm thankful for the people that were here for me
it's
too.
A lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Okay. Okay, is there a path forward for you and your group mates? Your girls?
Not now. After this interview.
Girls. Those are your girls. Those are your sisters.
I always say
like
sisters.
I don't even want to say group mates. Like you guys have been together since you were kids.
Yeah.
And you guys are now women. You have husbands and children and all of those things. Like, do you think you guys will ever move forward?
I think moving forward is talking, healing, being honest with one another, loving.
We can't do that if you keep lying. We can't do that if you keep changing the narrative. We can't do that if you keep playing victim when you were the one who did shit.
Each other through it, forgiving, and moving forward. So do I think? Yes, I really do. I do. At the end of the day, though, I think everybody deserves to be happy, in whatever lane that they want to go in. I just hate.
Go sing somewhere else. Go do wop bop bop boop elsewhere, because they don't care anymore.
That it has come down to this, because I won't do demolition on a group that I started, that I've named. You know,
not I started it. I named the group. I.
when you say escape, I was like, we are an escape. But now I've had to escape all of the things that I've gone through just being in the group. But will we ever, I love on them now. I don't, if you notice, you say you don't really know me, but have you ever heard me go, oh, this, you don't even hear.
Yes. To even make it seem as if you don't bad talk or bad mouth them. And we see it. You may not do it in a mean, nasty, deliberate way. You do it in a sneaky, conniving way, a underhanded way. Even you say, it's my group. I started it. I have the name.
I just pray about it, girl.
I need to keep saying. That's my therapy.
Yes. Also, in your song, you make mention of some internet rumors of your husband saying, even in marriage, ain't nobody perfect. But we've been split for 2 years, and my heart is hurting. 30 years just wasted away.
Well, the 30 years we have, but the 30 years is not just that; it's the group.
The group. Yeah.
So when I sing, I'm a storyteller. I'm an illustrator. That's what
I'm a liar. I tell stories. I lie.
What I grew up to, and for me, when I sing from my heart, I know for a fact that somebody else I'm ministering. So I feel like my music is ministering to a lot of people. So I was ministering to myself, but telling my truth and saying some things that happened like I'm 2 years removed from this from a group.
Yeah,
they really just said bye. So I have not been able to sing and write, and so this was my time to really just free myself. So it wasn't like this just happened. You know what I mean? When y'all people like, oh, this was 2 years. So
Nene was like, girl, the separation, the husband, what's going on? And she went on a tangent about something else. Oh, it's really 2 years for the group. It's been, girl, you and Rocky, what's going on? Even her saying, I couldn't write for you. Why not? What's holding you back? When you had that gospel contract on the show, you felt like I can't be touched. I'm a diva. I'm great and blah, 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 blah. And then no one bought what he was selling, even that Christmas album. It wasn't that you couldn't write. It's that no one bought what you wrote.
So I'm just able to sing about that. And it's been freeing, to be honest. It's freed me from a lot of things. I have not been able to be vocal.
You should never stop being vocal. Why do you think you did?
Because when you remove from what you love, and I created something, that's a baby for me. That's my child. 30 years. Yeah. That was a marriage.
Yeah, it is.
So when you're removed from that, it's very hard. Sometimes you think, okay, should I be singing? Because I was gonna stop. I was like, oh, this is not for me anymore. I have nothing to sing about.
You know, the part that I would say would bother me the most is my sister.
Oh man.
Like that would be the most. I mean, all of them are my sister.
I will also be pissed if my sister and her husband stole my money.
But my blood sister, that is the part to me. Like, have my bag,
man. Can you imagine?
Ride with me?
Can you imagine?
Yeah,
that's all I knew.
Ride with me when I'm wrong. You know what I mean? I'm wrong, but still just work. If I'm wrong,
but the thing
even if you feel that, just work with me.
Yeah, the thing is, I feel like my sister and I were people like y'all are joined at the hip. I remember when we were about to do Understanding, the song was getting ready to come out, and she had gotten pregnant. And I'll never forget.
Child, not bringing up old shit from 1993.
Like, okay, we're gonna kick her out. That bothered me.
Yes.
I said, Martha, and even though I knew I was like, Tamika, we need to use, everybody was like, we use birth control. This is our first time. The world doesn't even know escape yet.
Yeah.
So you're going to forfeit all of this, and I felt away, but I couldn't give up on my sister. You know what I told them? She goes, I go.
Yeah.
That could have been
the fact that it was production and management, not the group. Production and management felt like, because they've discussed this in the past. Tiny and Candy didn't say she gotta go. Even her twisting of the past is fucking delusional.
My whole career, I wouldn't have been sitting here. You wouldn't have been asking me about escape.
Right.
Because that's the love and the loyalty that I had. Right. So does it hurt to know that yes,
yeah, I get it.
Deep.
It's deep.
Very
it's
deep.
Okay.
Very deep.
There were some internet rumors about your husband having a baby outside of your marriage. Are you and your husband currently separated? Did he have a baby outside of your marriage?
There's no baby. No baby. And that's the thing. When people find out the truth, all the salaciousness, nobody's gonna say, oh, it was a lie. Where is the agenda that you put out about? So you're trying to destroy me. You're not thinking about myself. You're not thinking about our son. You're not thinking about the relationship that
your husband didn't care. How you talking about regular folk not caring about your marriage? Your husband didn't care about your marriage. Your husband was the one accused of cheating. Your husband had a whole woman out here saying, your husband is my man. Your husband did that. How did your husband put you in that predicament?
My family.
So him.
I know.
How long you and your husband were married?
30 years.
So your son is his child?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
See, I don't know those
Yes,
things.
I've been 30 years.
Nene not knowing her guests' past is insane. Nene not their due diligence to know who all these, like, how did you not look into the basics of what life was?
You mean to tell me that with all these things, and even with that, even if that were the case, this is my problem that I have. Where is my sister?
Yeah, where's your sister? Where's my?
We all know Tamika supported Tasha in so much bullshit, it broke up Escape the first time. This was the first time that Tamika did not back your bullshit. Because you and Rocky stole that lady money. So even trying to make your sister the villain now, said, I went through all of this. Okay, I went through all of this. Where was my sister? At home waiting for her money?
Bless
when I need somebody to,
just have my back. That's crazy. I will say
very hurtful.
Now I'm going to tell you that I feel like your blessings should rock with you. I feel.
Have y'all seen me on these blogs talking shit? Yes, right here with Nene.
They should rock with you whether you right or wrong. Like you, my sister, like you know what I'm saying? It's kind of one of those things where I know you're wrong. I'm gonna wait till we get in the car and I'm gonna tell you wrong. But I'm not gonna tell you in front of them. Or I'm gonna wait till we get home and we're gonna talk about this. Or I know you're wrong, but I'm still gonna rock with you and I'm gonna tell these people, this is my sister. Like we've been together. How can you expect me to do this to my sister?
Absolutely.
Do what, bitch? To not ask that lady about the stolen money. Like, but didn't she stop talking to you because y'all stole her money?
Like this is.
But I think when sometimes you get into the forefront and you get on television and the lights come on and you get this is my time to shine. Not in that way.
No.
So that's her saying, oh, she wanted fame. Yeah, she got on TV, lights, camera, action. She wanted fame. So basically, you calling your sister fame whore?
And I get the reality shows and we got to say this, but it's some things that are off limits, especially for me. And I wasn't even on a reality show when that happened with her. It wasn't no reality show. It wasn't no extra money nowhere. It was just me about to lose my career. But everybody they don't covet you that way. But I covet my family, my love, everything that way. My friendships. I've had somebody say, well, you know everybody's business. Why don't you just go ahead and destroy everybody? That's not me.
How old were you when you got with your husband?
Oh my God. How old was I?
Like 20s?
21.
Well, you were very early on being with him.
And that's why now she's fucking delusional. Because she's been with that man since she was age 21. She's now 50 and he's stuck in her damn soul.
That's crazy too.
Yeah, I mean, you go through the highs and lows in your relationship, but it's about standing, getting through it, learning each other, understanding the person, dealing with the personalities. And when you know who you know, first of all, I know who I know. And it's not no carnal, it's a spiritual. I know who I know. And God has been able to help. Would I divorce if I felt like it was something to divorce about? Yeah.
But you guys are separated.
We're together.
Oh, you're together.
We're together. We're working through it. It's a union.
Okay. You said
I saying separated was 2 years. Like I said, it's 2 years ago. And I'm speaking my heart.
Yeah.
We were. It was a lot. But I'm working on me. I'm working on my.
Anybody who double talk like that, okay, meaning, well, no, we together. We working on it. You said in the song, we've been separated 2 years. She made that song and she said stuff for clickbait. And when Tamika said her and Rocky ain't broken up, he was over there. It was true. Tasha be saying shit for attention and for sympathy and to make folks feel like she's changed. She ain't fucking changed at all. Even her saying, well, we working it out, girl, the fuck bye. That man cheated on you and embarrassed you. You pissed about the world reacting to it. He put y'all shit on Front Street, not us.
marriage. This is not, my union is not for the world to work out. I don't go to seek the counsel from the world.
That's true.
I seek it from the right person, from real counsel.
Yeah.
Not the critics, because they're not gonna make me happy. No, he's from Chicago.
He's from Chicago.
He's from Chicago.
Okay, so he does music.
He's a manager. He does a lot of things, managing sports and
I don't know no one who said they worked with Rocky.
In media. Yeah, he's yeah.
Do you think he stole from your group?
He did not steal from the group.
He did not.
No, he did not steal from the group at all.
And that's why she ain't in the group. That's why she not in the group, because even though they show proof of what he did, she still defends him and says he didn't take no money. He didn't take nothing.
Well, that's crazy, girl. I can't understand this. Okay, your first album, The Invitation, a conversation.
I didn't care. That album shit, I don't care at all. Latocha full of shit. Okay, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I don't understand why she thinks we're stupid. I don't understand why she think we dumb. I don't understand why she did this interview. Nothing she said was actual or factual. Nothing she said was true. She twisted everything to fit her narrative. Nene did not ask any follow-up questions because Nene don't care. Okay. And the get the gotcha is while she up there fussing, Escape was on tour. Tiny posted this today 5 hours ago. Okay. They have 3 shows coming up. 2 of them is in May and 1 is in June. We know Candy was, handling Broadway. So they had to wait for Candy to be free. So while she up there scheming and scamming with Nene for some fucking attention, the Escape ladies are going on a tour. They have jobs booked to sing. The 3 of them, not the 4 of them. So I feel like, Latocha absolutely used Nene, and Nene used her too for clicks and views. Because as of right now, the video has, we see 72,000 views, 1,600 comments. But to me, this interview was a waste of time. It was a complete waste of time because Nene, girl, I just don't like it. It makes me upset. Okay. And get your face together. Okay. Get your face together. Latocha will always fail at getting love from fans because she's inauthentic. She's holding on to rocking that marriage. She's holding on to her version of the truth. And even though none of us was there, the fact that there's so many people saying no, there's hard copy proof. There are text messages. There are bank receipts. There's things showing Rocky did do these things, and you refuse to accept that. And for that reason, you will never be back in that group. Never. Even if you and your sister cool, you will never be back in that. And Nene, even her, let me go to her page. Because Nene and her channel child, who is doing stuff once a month. So last month, her episode 1 did 547,000 views. This was already at 93,000 views. Latocha. But she's not consistent. Now, I heard some rumors that her and Sierra kind of fell out or something like that. And so Nene had to shift gears and get a whole new set and this and that or whatever. Child, I guess so. I don't care. But yeah, no one believes you, Latocha. And to me, this was a full-fledged scheme that Nene and them set up to bring us the bullshit. Anyway, I'm done. Okay. Y'all make sure to like the video. Please share the video and subscribe. Okay, subscribe around here. I will have content up the rest of the week as well. the next time Latocha does an interview, we should all ignore it. Because she ain't said shit different. She's still playing the same games. And it's dumb. Anyway, I hope y'all had a good time with me tonight. Okay, I hope my antics was great and stuff. And I want all y'all to be safe and have a good time tonight. And I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Okay, look. Don't y'all let Latocha confuse y'all. She be scheming and scamming. Okay? She lying around here. But I gotta go. I love you all. Bye.